Hey guys, American Jedi Warrior here. Today we're going to be installing a scope on my 6.5 Creedmoor build. I went with a Warren Skyline precision mount. It's a cantilever to a 20 MOA. And for the scope I went with the Vortex Strike Eagle 5 to 25 by 56 first focal plane scope with a 34mm tube. So first we'll open up the scope mount. This is the 34mm Warren Skyline. We'll undo the scope rings. And we'll loosen up the base, and then we'll open up the scope. I just like to set the scope on there at first to figure out exactly where I want the mount to be for eye relief wise. Scope. Figure out a good eye relief position for you. That looks pretty good right there. Alright, now I'm going to put blue Loctite on these threads and tighten them down to 40 inch-pounds. Remember, I'm one slot up from the back of the receiver. Get it set back on the gun. Like I said, these require 40 inch-pounds, but we'll tighten them after we get them all started to be close. Alright. Get it up to 40 inch-pounds. I'm actually going to start with 35, just so I can get it close. I'll drop this down. $35 on that one. 35 on that one. 35. 35. Alright, now we'll put our scope on. Get the eye relief set back up. It looks pretty good there. Now we'll level the scope. All different kinds of leveling systems. I use these ones. This one clamps onto your Picatinny rail in front of your scope on your upper receiver. So we'll go ahead and get that clamped on. Get it tight. And that's one thing I like about this Real Avid vice block or vice. You have micro adjustments to make it level. So you'll make your receiver, your rifle perfectly level, and then you'll set this other bubble on top of your scope and turn that to make it perfectly level. Then we'll put one scope ring on. Just get them started. Don't snug them down yet until we're ready. That way it doesn't throw off the level. And that way it's still loose so we can turn stuff if it does get thrown off a little bit. And these scope rings require 20 inch-pounds of torque. And when you're tightening up scope rings, you want to do a crisscross pattern. After I get these down to where they're about ready to start getting tight, we'll go through and double check all our zeros, our levels. Gun is still level. Scope looks like it can be turned just a tad. There we go. Eye relief is still good, so snug them down. Watching that level. Might take a few times going back and forth, crisscrossing. Like I said, 20 inch-pounds, so it's not a whole bunch, but it's enough that you can get it pretty tight with your hands. Alright, this back one seems to be pretty good. Go to the front one. And that's all there is to it. Have a good day.